as we neared the end of the building construction, we realized we had a large gap in our budget. So there were three major aspects that we needed sweat equity for. One was the sidewalks. They were done with cement blocks, but we did all of the leveling and the laying of the sidewalks, and were able to replace the wooden sidewalks that we had built previously because it was so muddy there. The second item, which was going to be very costly, was the fire road. The municipal requirements required that we have a right-of-way through or an access route through the middle of the co-op to enable access by emergency vehicles. And so that became a project that was done by sweat equity. There are a lot of stories there that I won't go into, and it's changed from what originally happened there with the sweat equity, and it was a lot of work doing it. We did it with telephone poles that we sawed up into blocks, but they floated. So in any event, and the third item was the landscaping. And of course, we had no budget left for plants and shrubs and trees or planter boxes or all of the. Bruce Watt had done just a fantastic job in designing little nooks and crannies and areas around the co-op. And we had nothing, no money that we could devote to landscaping, so that became a major undertaking. We did decide that we wanted sod. We didn't want to sow grass because it would have been impossible with so many people. So we were able to purchase the sod, but we had to lay it ourselves. And for the plants and shrubs, we got some plants from. We rented trucks and we went to some areas and we got indigenous species, and that's not the right word, but in any event, you've been to Kigano, I imagine, and you've seen the forest out there, and that's been thinned out several times, so I think our landscaping took hold pretty well. The kids loved it. You know, they liked being involved in laying the sod, and all age groups. Just going back a step, our first sidewalks were made of wood. Maybe some of the people you've spoken to told you about Kigano slippers.
No.
Gum boots. It was so muddy and mucky in Kigano that the first couple of years, if you were going anywhere, you had to wear these rubber boots, and the clay muck in Alberta, you could easily lose your boots in the muck. So in any event, we had a couple of weekends that we devoted to with work parties, and the kids were very much involved in this one. We divided them up into groups, and we had some of the adults sawing up the boards and the 2x6s that they were going to be, but we had boys and girls and all ages who were nailing away and nailed together the wooden sidewalks that we built to cover the first year and a bit. So the kids were very involved in that. They were very involved in the tree planting and the sodding, and which was great. It was a community building exercise.